And then all of a sudden, something caught my eye on the side of the road.
It was someone, right?
It was the young girl. My thoughts went from maybe someone set me up to stop to do something to myself, or maybe there's been an accident, but it just, the dots didn't connect. Something wasn't right.
You parked your car. Is your car still running?
Yes, I was still on the phone with my partner, and basically I said to him, there's something ain't right and this has got to go. And then as I stopped my car, I put it in park, I left it running and opened the door and basically started calling 911. My partner actually had to hang up the phone because I was dialing 911 before I actually hung up with him.
So your adrenaline is running and you are starting to realize that things really are not right here.
Immediately after I opened that car door, things weren't right. There was a young girl just absolutely in hysterics on the side of the road.
Your first reaction had to be to get the child safe.
My not knowing who or what or how many, I basically approached the young girl, and my goal was to get her secure and safe. Understandably so, she was concerned about who was even approaching her. And I just kept trying, you know, I told her that I was a friend. I just kept repeating, I'm a friend, I'm a friend. And after the first couple times, and she trusted me, and I don't know why, but she did. And basically what I did at that point is I secured her in my vehicle, still on the phone with 911 this whole time.
You use the term secured her in your vehicle. It sounds like cop speak, like authority speak, but you have military training.
Yeah, I spent 4 years active duty with the United States Army in the Soldier Biological and Chemical Command.
Is that what kicked in that moment?
No doubt. When you're in the military, or I'm sure it would be similar in any other police, fire, and you train, and then you retrain so that you react, and then after your action happens, you kind of, what we call, do an after-action review. So yes, training just took over, even though I've been out of the military for a period of time. I mean, this is one of the things that I used to do in the military, is protect people. And it just, my training took over.
At this point, another passerby is on the scene. Bill pretty much orders him to guard the child. Meantime, somehow Lori Bresnahan had managed to get out of the minivan that police say had moments earlier been a torture chamber where she was stabbed over and over again after being forced to witness the suspect rape the child.
Was there anything that could have been done, do you think, to save her? Were you equipped to save her?
It was, there's too much damage. There was very little that could have been done.
Lori Bresnahan was near death and being comforted by a total stranger. Bill Cregg said something that may have brought the gravely wounded woman some peace. He would be sure the child was okay.
And that I would not let anybody touch her or harm her anymore. And she was aware and cognizant of that before she passed. I think Lori continued to fight for the little girl until she knew she was safe.
Back at the car, back at your car, you have taken ownership to some degree of the care for this child.
I wasn't leaving her side. I stayed with her I tried to comfort her. And also, I'm still on with 911 through the attempt to give first aid to Lori, now back into the vehicle with the little girl. Now training takes over again. Two types. Daddy, trying to be a good father and comfort a scared little girl, but interweaving, getting information from her about who, what, where, and when, what was going on. And let me tell you, she was amazing. She fed me so much information about the individual that assaulted her and killed Lori. I mean, I don't know, I couldn't have done what she had done, and because of, you know, her being strong and brave, and I'm sure that's why that was a big part of why David Renz was apprehended.